Here's everything I did and ate at Tokyo DisneySea. So we went back to Lookout Cookout for the smoked chicken leg, famous alien mochis, and a beer. The chicken was a 10 out of 10. It was the best thing I ate all day, and the alien mochis were a 9.5 out of 10. The strawberry was my favorite, the chocolate was Daniel's favorite, and we were both kind of indifferent to the vanilla flavor. Then it was time to explore the American waterfront because we got passes for Tower of Terror. Also, we tried to do standby for Aquatopia, but just as it was almost our turn, they closed the ride because of an issue and they never opened it back up. Kinda sad, but I also heard that Aquatopia isn't that spectacular. Tower of Terror, however, is always so fun. The ride itself is identical to the one in the States, but it was fun to see how the story beforehand was different. Afterwards, we really just explored this area and took it all in. It was cool to see how they interpreted sort of old New York and Chicago. I also love that a lot of characters get more attention here, like this shop with Scrooge McDuck. We then walked further to the entrance of the park where the Mediterranean harbor is, and I honestly have deep regrets for not taking a gondola ride. We grabbed a coffee tapioca latte at a cafe here because we were losing steam, and it was a 7 out of 10, honestly a bit too sweet for me, but something about the heat I just didn't mind. We popped into a few shops, but I wasn't really into a lot of the merch at DisneySea, and there was also a food and wine festival going on when we were there, so there were some specialty items, and Daniel wanted to try this bao that I think was a take on a Reuben. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because the flavors were just kind of off. And then we went back to the New England area because we kind of breezed past it, and I'm originally from Maine, so I wanted a better look. It's a cute little area, and it actually made me a bit homesick. Then we decided to take the train, which was cute and nice to not be walking. We ended up getting like 25k steps this entire day. We also saw Mermaid Lagoon at sunset, which was so pretty, and then we went back to the Arabian coast because we wanted to go on the 2-story carousel, which was so cool. And honestly, golden hour is the perfect time to go on the carousel because just look at the views with the sun coming in, so pretty. We also got to see more of this area, and it literally feels like you're in Aladdin. I was obsessed. And we somehow missed these Raja sculptures in the morning, so I'm so glad we went back to see them. Then we saw that Sinbad's storybook adventure had a really short wait, so we hopped on that ride, and it unexpectedly ended up being one of my favorite rides of the whole day. Definitely recommend you don't skip out on this one. We also got passes for Soarin' Over the World. I personally probably wouldn't have done this one, but Daniel really wanted to, and I will say the ride before the ride was actually really fun to watch. And then we didn't have long before the park closed, so we just enjoyed seeing everything at night. Sadly, the fireworks were canceled this night, so we decided to wait in line for Indiana Jones, which honestly was so similar to the ride in California, you could definitely skip it if you didn't have time. We also went on Raging Spirits, which was really short but fun, but don't get scared by all the warnings you see. It's really not a crazy coaster at all. And we didn't realize that a lot of the restaurants in the park close at 8, and we were really hungry, so we stopped at McDonald's in the train station to wait for the crowds to calm down. We got a Grimace shake, filet o ebi, and a chicken sandwich on rice patties. Honestly, a 10 out of 10. And that was 12 hours at Tokyo DisneySea. Stay tuned for my recap of Tokyo Disneyland soon, and thanks for watching.